Hi, thank you for checking out Micro Center's very own YouTube channel. I'm Michael from the Yonkers Micro Center BYO department, and today we're going to be checking out the HAF X Cooler Master case. This is the front of the case. On the top here, we have a safety cover for our power on and off switch. Then we have a fan LED and a reset button. Now over here on our I/O panel, we have two USB 3.0 ports, one eSATA, one FireWire, two USB 2.0 ports, and our audio jacks. Moving down the front here, we have 4 drive bays, and then below that we have 2 hot swap bays for hard drives and solid state drives. Now I'm going to pull this out to show you that this drive bay can fit both 2.5 and 3.5 inch hard drives. These drive bays are only compatible with SATA drives. Below that we have a 230mm red LED fan. The switch I showed you earlier at the top of the case switches on this LED on and off. Now we're going to move to the back of our case. On the top we have 3 circular grommets for passing our liquid cooling tubes through, a 140mm fan, and a spot for all of our motherboard outputs. And then we have a massive amount of PCI slots. That's a total of 9 PCI slots. And of course, a spot on the bottom for our power supply. Now let's move to the top of our case. You can put up to 2 200mm fans. One already comes stock, or you can put an optional 360mm radiator. Now let's take a look at the side panel here. It comes with an L-shaped acrylic window, big enough to show any pieces and parts that you have built in your computer, a 200mm fan equipped with a VGA fan duct, which is used to cool your graphics cards. Now let's remove the other side panel. On this side panel, you have an indentation done. This wasn't only done for design. It was done so that way when you're passing cables through the back of your case, you have enough space to do so. Now let's take a closer look in the inside. Here you have a Toolless Design, which makes it easier to swap out drives with just the press of a button. Now below that you have 5 easy to install toolless drive bays to place even 2.5 and 3.5 inch drives. Now let's take a closer look at one of these drive brackets. Now if you take a closer look, it looks like it could only hold 2.5 inch drives, but you can actually remove this piece to fit the standard 3.5 inch hard drive. Just as easy as that. Now going back to our case, as you can see here, you have cable grommets for easy cable routing. Right over here is an air duct used to cool some of our modern graphics cards. This piece is totally optional and is pretty easy to remove. And over here on the bottom, is our power supply cable partition, which is also totally optional and just used to hide most of the cables coming from the power supply. And this piece, just like our air duct, is very easy to remove. In the middle here is a spot to show you where to put your standoffs. And also, below the cable grommet I showed you earlier is another cable grommet to pass your cables through. Right below that is one for our power supply. And unlike any other case, this case will fit MATX, ATX, EATX, and XL-ATX motherboards. Now here are some of the cables that come in the case. Now here are the accessories that come with the case. 1 HAF X installation guide. Your standoffs, screws for your motherboard tray, power supply, CD-ROM, and brackets. A specialized cable for converting USB 3.0 to USB 2.0. 1 8-pin power cable extension, 1 case speaker used for the motherboard, cable ties used for cable management, 4 wheels used to install in the case when the case becomes difficult to move around. Lastly, a VGA bracket, which is used to house your video cards. Thanks again for checking out Micro Center's very own YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to pick up this case at your local Micro Center.